From Oregon High School, this is Silver Eagle basketball. I'm Steve Martinelli, and tonight the Silver Eagles take on the Westosha Central Falcons in a chance to go to the state tournament. The Silver Eagles come into tonight a 24-1 record. Westosha Central, or Central from here on in, a 21-4 record. They beat some darn good teams in the Southern Lakes Conference this year. Finished second in the regular season. They went on a tear in the playoffs, beating Elkhorn, and Elkhorn had beat everybody else. They had beat Union Grove, who finished first. They had beat Wilmot, but Central victorious over the Elkhorn Elk, 67-52 Thursday night, taking on the right to play the Silver Eagles, who of course beat the Stoughton Vikings Thursday night. Well, I'm Steve Martinelli, bringing you Silver Eagle basketball all season long, alongside my engineer, bodyguard, tech guy, Justin Janis. We're at a packed house here in Oregon High School. And first of all, this is just a beautiful gym. It's brand new. This is their first season. They got a fantastic running track all the way around the upper level of the gym, and that's where we're perched, right at half court. We got the best view in the house, and hopefully I can do justice bringing you all the excitement as the Silver Eagles take on the Falcons for ruler of the roost. I didn't make that up, but I'm going to use it just the same. Central comes in, like I mentioned, a 21-4 record. They were just 11-3 in the regular season. A pretty decent team. This is not a big team that we're facing tonight. They don't have a starter taller than 6'4". In fact, they've only got one guy on the roster as big as 6'4", Cooper Brinkman. But they've got some excellent shooters, just outstanding shooting. Their leading scorer, Jaden Zachary, averages 17 points a game. He hits 58% of his shots, 75% from the line. Dylan Anderson averages 11 points a game, hits 51% of his shots. Cooper Brinkman, 11 points a game, 49% of his shots. Adam Simmons, 9 points a game, 49% of his shots. As a team, they're hitting 50% of their shots. They hit 38% of their three-point shots, I can say it, and almost 70% of their free throws. So this is an excellent shooting team, plus they play outstanding defense. They've only given up on an average of 51 points a game. Monona Grove, a pretty decent defensive team. We'll give them credit where credit is due, but Monona lives and dies by their offense. The Silver Eagles have scored more than 80 points 14 times this season, averaging close to 78 points a game. They had a streak in December when they went over 80 points every game for the month. Their average score in the month of December was 87-60, as of course they were undefeated that month, as we've got just the one blemish to Stoughton on our record. We made Stoughton pay, yes we did. First of all, we took away the conference championship from them, the first time in 6 years that they hadn't won it. Then we beat them Thursday night, beat them handily, 58-47. Don't be fooled by that score. It was a much closer game than that will indicate. The Silver Eagles had to use everything they had to beat Stoughton, and in the end it turned out to be a free throw shooting contest, and we made them when we had to. Silver Eagles led in scoring this year by big Jake Schrockenthaler. He led them in scoring last year, and he's been one of their leading scorers his whole career. Jake wrapping up a fine senior season for the Silver Eagles, and he's looking, hopefully, if not tonight, within the next game or two. Let's cross our fingers that we've got a next game or two here at the Kohl Center. Big Jake will move into number 2 in the all-time scoring leader spot for the Silver Eagles. He stands right now at 1,124 points. Standing ahead of him, Dale Baum, who played for the Silver Eagles 79-82. Baum with 1,156 points. So Jake behind him by just 32. If the season is extended those couple extra games, Jake has a chance to pass Autumn Ogden. You remember her from a few years ago. Autumn, just an outstanding shooter. She's ahead of Jake right now by 55 points, and with a little luck and a couple extra wins here, Jake will move ahead of her. I'm going to kick some guy in the head if he doesn't sit down. All right. Who plays in the Southern Lakes Conference along with the Central team? Union Grove won the conference, a 13-1 record. Elkhorn was behind Central. Wilmot, Burlington. Burlington was the favorite coming into the season based on the record last year and the returning players they had. They finished a disappointing 7-7 in conference. Waterford was behind them, and then Lake Geneva Badger and Delavan Darien. Delavan Darien suffering through a pretty rough season. They were the Southern Lakes version of the Milton Redhawks, excuse me. Delavan Darien finishing 2-21 on the season. Let me look and see who Central has played that we may have played. Hey, they played here at Oregon back on December 30th. right before the start of the new year and beat the Oregon Panthers 51-42. I think that's about the only common opponent we've had this season. Yeah, I don't see anybody from their conference playing us. They had a tough game Thursday night against Elkhorn, prevailing 61-52. They were down at halftime by a significant amount, not that much, I guess, 27-25. They came back to win, a 9-0 run in the second half. Late in the game, put it away for the Falcons. Tell you, these guys are going to have their hands full tonight because they haven't played many teams as good as the Silver Eagles, and certainly not one with the size advantage MG has. I checked it out, the starting 5 on each team. Central averages 6'2", the Silver Eagles average 6.4 or 6'4" inches. So we've got a 2-inch height advantage across the board. We'll see how the Silver Eagles put that to good use. They had that same advantage against the Stoughton Vikings and clearly dominated the boards. I mean, aside from Tommy McLean, they didn't have a lot for rebounding. Stoughton, though, put up a good fight, though, didn't they? I hope you had a chance to either watch that game or listen to it on WVMO, the voice of Monona. That was pretty exciting stuff. Central brings back 3 starters from last year's team. They were conference champs a year ago, finished the season 20-6. The 3 starters were Jaden Zachary, their leading scorer this year, Cooper Brinkman, their lone 6'4" guy, and Nick Frederick, a 5'11" point guard. Here come the Silver Eagles. Battle of the Birds. Hopefully no one calls foul. They're just about ready for the national anthem and player introductions. Falcons have nice colors, black trimmed in maroon. Silver Eagles will be in their home whites. They've got those rather unique fashion choice of the sleeveless hoodies for warm-ups. This ought to be a good one. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Oh, Central's best player last year, Trey Williams, graduated. He was player of the year in the Southern Lakes Conference. Averaged 16.5 points a game, a couple rebounds. The only other starter they lost was Lucas Gravely, and he was just shy of 7 points a game. So that trio of Zachary, Frederick, and Brinkman, the big 3, those are the ones to watch out for tonight, along with Adam Simmons and Dylan Anderson. 5 of the best players in the Southern Lakes Conference, and taking on 5 of the best from the Badger South. Silver Eagles loaded, of course, with Big Jake. We talked about him earlier. Sam Hepp having what was, for me, a surprise year. I saw Sam play last year some on JV, and he had a good season, but I didn't expect him to mature to this point this year. And, of course, Caden Nelson. Caden has been just fantastic all season, especially into the playoffs. They held him down some the other night against Stoughton, but prior to that, he'd scored 61 points in his 2 previous games. So he had a mere 13 the other night. So what? And then the other starting 2, Max Nelson and Jimmy Tomei, have had outstanding seasons as well. Max, Sam, and Caden have all hit more than 33 pointers this season. Not 33, 33 pointers. So they've got a lot of outside threats, and then they've got Jake and Sam inside. And Jimmy, he shoots from all over. I've seen him shoot threes. I've seen him drive the lane. The Silver Eagles game is working. They're hard to shut down on offense. So it'll be interesting to see which rules this game. Thursday night against Stoughton, it was a defensive game. Tonight it could go the other way. We'll see. And we're ready for player introductions.
And now here are today's starting lineups for the Westosha.
First for the Central Falcons. 6'2" junior guard, number 1, Adam Simmons.
And
6'1" junior, number 3 guard, Jaden Zachary. Quite the hairstyles on both these kids. That guard, 5'11" senior, number 15, Nick Frederick. The big men in the front court. 6'3" junior, number 33, Dylan Anderson. And rounding out the starting five, 6'4" senior, number 34, Cooper Brinkman. So Simmons, Zachary, Frederick, Anderson, and Brinkman.
Central Falcons are coached by James Heidelberg. And now for the Monona Girls Silver Eagles.
For the Silver Eagles now, your starting lineup. 6'1" junior guard, number 2, Caden Nelson. Nelson, the second leading scorer on the team. 6'7" forward, number 5, a junior, Sam Hepp. Six-foot senior guard, number 21, Max Nelson. 6'4" forward, number 23, senior, Jimmy Tomei. And rounding out the starting lineup for your Silver Eagles, number 33, a 6'7" senior, Big Jake Schrockenthaler. The third, soon-to-be second leading scorer in MG boys history. All right, Austin Elmer will lead the team through their pregame ritual. So for the Silver Eagles, Nelson, Hepp, Tomei, and Schrockenthaler, as it's been pretty much all year. I don't know if we've seen many variations. Central pretty consistent too, with Simmons, Zachary, Frederick, Anderson, and Brinkman. 18 minutes on the clock. We got a basketball. We got 3 referees. We got 10 basketball players. We got a full house here. We're ready to go with Silver Eagle basketball. A chance to go to the Cole Center and play for the state championship. 8 teams remaining. Only 4 are going to be around after today, and they're all taking the trip to downtown Madison. Schrockenthaler against Cooper Brinkman. And here's your tip. Jake gets it right into the hands of Max Nelson. He'll give it off to Caden. Top of the key, back to Max. Max running the point for MG. Caden into the corner. Back to Caden up top. Back to Jimmy on the left. They go back up top. Left side, Max. Swing it to Caden, back to Max up top. Back to Caden. They're trying to look inside for Jake. There he gets it. Nice post move underneath. 2 points for the big man. Jake starts it off with an easy basket. 2-0 MG leads. Frederick will bring it up for the Falcons. Black jerseys. Those are sharp looking. I like that. This is Brinkman, top of the key. He'll dribble to his right. Give it back to Frederick. Frederick trying to drive. Wraparound pass inside. Blocked by Hepp. Nice move by Anderson, but Hepp was there to block it. Tomei gets it baseline. To Nelson, he throws it away. Now this is Zachary down the floor. He'll pull up short and let the team catch up. They swing it around to the left side to Simmons. Miss, rebound Hepp. Caden will bring it up for the Silver Eagles, leading 2-0. We're just underway here. Silver Eagles up 2-0, minute and 20 seconds into the game. Max Nelson go down right side, back up top to Max. Left side, they go inside to Tomei. Off to the right to Caden, missing the 3. Rebound, Brinkman. Anderson down the floor in a hurry to Zachary. Zachary gets the basket and the foul. Ties it up and a chance to take the lead.
Monona Grove foul is on Jake Schrockenthaler.
Jake called for his first foul.
Jaden Zachary at the line shooting 1.
Jaden Zachary shooting 1. 16-22, tied at 2. And it's a 3-2 lead for the Falcons. Zachary with the first points for Westosha Central. We'll tell you where Westosha is. It's not from the Game of Thrones. That's Westeros. Max Nelson whip it across court to Caden. Caden on the right, back to the left side Max. Up between the circles, over to Caden on the right. Back up top to Max. Nelson boys play keep away a lot of games. Now they give it to Sam Hepp. Silver Eagles looking inside. They're sandwiching Shrek inside there. Thrown away, recovered by Anderson. Excuse me, that's Brinkman. He'll bring it across, give it to Frederick up top. Guarded by Caden Nelson. 3-2, the Falcons lead the Silver Eagles. 15:40 to play in the first half. Zachary lays it up and in. He's a quick little guy. He's listed at 6'1", doesn't appear that big. Falcons come out in a 2-3 zone, and they really pack it in against Schreck, but Schreck gets the pass in from Jimmy there and lays that one up and in. 5-4 Falcons lead. Frederick will walk it up and picked up at half court by Caden Nelson. He'll dribble left side, hand off to Simmons. Simmons to Brinkman, to Frederick, to the free throw line, runs into a couple guys. Off for Anderson for two with the jumper. A three-pointer variety. 8-4, the Falcons lead it. These guys can shoot, no question. Let's see if they can handle the inside-outside combination of the Silver Eagles. So we've only taken one shot outside. This is Hepp on the right side, up top to Caden. That 2-3 zone is daring them to shoot, but they come out and pick up the shooters well. They got a double team on Max. They go up high to Caden, back to Max. See, two guys on him. Now they go into Jake. He's backing in. Partially blocked and into the hands of Frederick. They play some tough D. Simmons lost the handle, picked up by Brinkman for two. Anderson. I confused those two big groupers. It's a 10-4 Falcon lead. Coach Z calling the play in. 14-10 to play. Caden Nelson up top for the Silver Eagles. A 2-3 zone. We haven't seen a lot of that against us this year. Jimmy tries to drive in from the left, lost the handle. Picked up by Sam Hepp. Sam called for the travel. Oh, not a good start for the Silver Eagles. Zachary inbounding in front of his own bench. 10-4, the Falcons lead. 13:55 in the first half. Pretty excited crowd here, as you might expect. This is Brinkman, top of the key, guarded by Jake. Gives it to Zachary. Zachary guarded by Tomei, MG's best defender. Now he runs off a screen into the corner, back to to Anderson, and he lost it out of bounds. MG ball. They had a nice pass to Adam Simmons in the left corner with Anderson cutting towards the basket. He couldn't hold on to it, kicked it out of bounds. Max will give it to cousin Caden. That's got to be fun, those two playing together the last couple years. They go Jimmy on the left side. Tomeo, one dribble into Caden. He'll come in from the left baseline. Float one up, no. Jake tips it. Who comes up with the rebound? Of course, it's Zachary. Zachary on the run to Frederick. Three ball from the right. Long off the back of the rim. Rebound Jake. He hangs on to this one. Ahead to Caden. Caden's going to take this in himself. Lays it up. Missed. Oh, two misses for Caden back to back. Frederick with the rebound. He's down the floor in a hurry to the left side. Picked up by Sam Hepp. They go up high to Brinkman. Anderson to the corner to Zachary for three. Nope. Off the rim. Rebound Jake. 10-4. Silver Eagles need a basket here. Get them back. Get some confidence back. These guys have been shooting really well, and MG has not so far. Max left side into the left corner to Jimmy. Tipped. Caden comes up with it though. Into the lane to Hepp. Hepp draws the foul, and he'll get two shots. Hepp, a nice move in from the right side. Got the ball and was hacked. And see who they call this on. Dylan Anderson. Only the first foul on the Falcons. Hepp shooting two. Got to make your free throws, Sam. That's been a weakness for the Silver Eagles. Now, Ogden and Houston will come in. Max and Jake will sit down. Sam's second free throw coming up. Come on, let's take the lid off that basket. We've been stuck on four for too long. There we go. First point of the night for Sam. It's a 10-5 Falcon lead. 12 and a half minutes to play in the first half. Frederick walking it up for the Falcons. Gives it to Simmons by the free throw line. He'll back up now, try to drive in from the right side to Zachary underneath the basket. Zachary, nice pump move, and Zachary gets it to draw. Zachary with 7 points already, and it's a 12-5 MG lead, or deficit. They go inside for Ogden. He throws it into the hands of Zachary. Zachary on the run, right down the middle, looking for help. Now he backs up. Gives it to Brinkman. Brinkman from the free throw line. No. Rebound, Henry Houston. He'll give it to Jimmy, and Jimmy will bring it across. You betcha, he can do it all. Right side is Caden. Come up top, give it back to Jimmy Tomei. Left side, Henry Houston, back up top to Tomei. Little move to escape one guy, dumps it back to Caden, thought about the three, now he'll drive the lane. Blocked. I missed a call there. It's a foul going against the Silver Eagles against Caden. I don't know what that foul was for. I thought Caden had the ball knocked away from him. All right, 12-5, Falcons lead. Let's get a stop here, boys. 11:20 to play in the first half. MG trailing by 7. They haven't trailed in a couple of weeks. Brinkman, nice little turnaround move inside for 2. First move for first points for Cooper Brinkman makes it a 14-5 Falcon lead. Ogden out into the left corner to Henry Houston looking for some help. Henry loops it into Ogden. In the post, nope, we'll go out to Sam Hepp for 3. Sam, no, Henry with the rebound. Back to Tomei. Left elbow, back to Henry for 3 in the corner, no. Rebound Anderson for the Falcons. 10:35 to play, still a 14-5 Falcon lead. Silver Eagles have not scored a field goal in quite some time. Frederick, a little spin move, could almost have called that a travel. He gets the own rebound after the tip though, and a reach-in foul on Alec Ogden. Oh, that was too bad. That'll be Alec's first, third team foul. Oh, they're calling it on Henry. Okay, not the way I saw it, but Max and Jake will come back in. Jimmy and Alec will sit down. They inbound to Simmons. This is Frederick in the right corner, back to Simmons, swinging up top to Zachary. Around the bend to Brinkman. Nope. Over the top, and it's MG ball. Well, there's a break. We didn't have to do anything on defense to get him to throw it over the backboard, but we'll take it just the same. 14-5, Silver Eagles trail with 10:15 to play in the first half. Here at Oregon High School, a full house. And we're bringing you the best seats in the house. Max Nelson trying to drive. He'll back up, give it to Sam. Caden into the corner to Henry Houston. Caden taking it back from Henry up high. Now he loops one into Jake, just outside. Oh, slapped away by Zachary. Zachary in for 2. Timeout called. Coach Z wants to talk to his boys as the Falcons have taken a 16-5 lead over the Silver Eagles. 9:50 to play in the first half. Not the start you wanted to see. Well, so far it's been the Central defense that's made this game for them. Their shooting has been good, no doubt, but Silver Eagles getting shut down on offense totally. Only 5 points in the first, 7 minutes plus? Yikes. And Zachary, they can't stop that guy. He's got a couple steals already. He led the team in steal with 87. That's 3.5 a game. Vocal student sections, that makes it fun. Hey, there's former MG player Mitch Kelsey in the crowd. All sorts of celebrities here. Me, Justin, Mitch Kelsey. We talk about some of the difference between the two coaches. Dan Zweifel in his 21st season creeping up on 300 wins. James Hilberg for Central in his 3rd season. If he wins the state championship, he'll get to 60 wins. So Coach Z with over 200 wins more than him. All right, Caden will bring it up. Caden, Max, Henry, Jake, and Sam on the floor for the Silver Eagles. This is Max, top of the key. Right side, or left side, Caden. He'll dribble up top. Falcons staying in that 2-3 zone, and why not? It's working miracles. Caden for 3, no. Rebound, Simmons. We give it to Frederick, quickly ahead to Zachary for 3. Nothing but net. Zachary is killing us, just killing us. 19-5. 9 minutes and 15 seconds to play. This is Houston on the right side to Max on the left. Up high to Caden, into the lane to Jake, back to Max for three. Max nails that one. Good, got off that 5-point mark. Max's first basket of the night, and it's a good one to start with. 19-8, the lead down to 11. Simmons with the ball to the free throw line to Zachary. He'll stop, back to Simmons. Anderson back to Zach. Zachary guarded by Jake. I don't know how that happened. Frederick would dribble across. Hand off to Simmons. Free throw line. No, we give it to Zach on the right side. We look inside for Brinkman trying to back in. Blocked by Jake. Brinkman gets it back into the corner to Zachary up high to Simmons. Bring it to Frederick on the left side. He dribbles in. Can't get it to drop. Rebound, Schrockenthaler. Silver Eagles with a chance to get into double digits here. Ahead to Sam in the corner. Back to Caden. No, to Max to Caden. To Sam in the, or Henry in the corner. I can't talk here. He misses. Rebound, Frederick. 8 minutes to play. Still 19-8. We got a long road to climb back here. A lot of game though. Zachary, top of the key. Try to go right side. Taken away by Jake. Jake hand off to Caden. Caden to Sam on the right side. Lost the ball in the scrum. Picked up by Anderson. Ahead to Zachary. Zachary stripped by Caden. Caden lays it up and in for two. That might be a spark that we'll think about later in the game. A whistle and a foul on the floor. No, out of bounds. It goes to the Falcons. No, they're going to call a foul after all. Max called for his first foul, fourth team foul. Sub for Westoro. Simmons goes out and Joey Gilliland comes in. Gilliland, one of their best shooters. He'll take one from the corner. Nope, nothing there. Rebound Jake. So Joey, while a 60% shooter, didn't even come close on that three. Caden up top looking for some help from Henry. Gets the ball back from the Big H. Max, a long three. No. Tipped. Caden comes up with the rebound. To Henry in the right corner. Three for the big man. Big three-pointer by Henry. Makes it a 19-13 game, and we're right back into this one. Frederick will walk it up. Picked up at half court by Caden Nelson. 6:45 to play. 19-13 Falcon lead. This is Zachary to the free throw line. Picked up by Sam Hepp. Brinkman to Frederick on the right. He'll back up now. To Anderson, back to Frederick. He'll try to drive the lane. Brinkman, short on a jumper. Rebound Jake. Quickly ahead. Who else? Caden. Caden lays it up off the backboard. It's blocked by Zachary. Frederick will bring it down the right side. Picked up by Max. Max not given an inch here. They go up high, swing it around to Anderson, trying to back in against Henry. Knocked out of bounds by Caden. They're going to say it's Falcon ball. 19-13 with 6:04 to play. Central on top. Jimmy Tomei will come in and Max will take a seat. And we got a timeout called by the Falcons. Here at Oregon High School, I'm Steve Martinelli. Woo! A frantic first half so far. Central on top, 19-13. 6:04 to play in the half. A great atmosphere here. Not many seats left at all. There's some behind the Silver Eagle basket, but other than that, it looks pretty darn full here. The lower bleachers are just packed, and then they've got auxiliary seating here up on the balcony behind us, and if not full, it's darn close to it. And kudos to the Oregon administration for the way they handled all the media coverage and fans and all this. This is very smooth the way the whole thing has gone. I'm very impressed by, first of all, this gym, and second of all, the people who call this home. Pep bands make it fun too, don't they? Got to give credit. Westoro Central's got a good pep band. And we'll talk at halftime about where Westoro is. Okay, we mentioned Tomei coming in for Max, so we go with the big lineup. Tomei, Houston, Hepp, Schrockenthaler. The only guy under 6'4" is Caden Nelson. All right, Joey inbounds it to Nick Frederick. Gilliland to Frederick. He'll bring it across, picked up by Caden. Up high to Anderson. Anderson, he'll hand off to Zachary at the top of the circle. He'll back up now. Want to take a running start at Jimmy Tomei. Jimmy doing a good job. They get it to Frederick in the right corner. Jimmy missed the steal. Frederick gets the layup to drop. (21-13), the Silver Eagles down by 8. Houston up top to Caden. Swing it right side to Tomei. They've got Trek playing a higher post than they did starting out. Now he drops down low. Caden to Jimmy on the left side into the lane. And they're going to call a foul against the Falcons. Zachary called for his first foul. Team second is all, yeah. Alec Ogden in, and Hepp will take a break. Coach Z's subbing rotation a little slimmer than it has been during the regular season. Ogden trying to drive in from the baseline. 2 for Ogden, just off the bench and into the scorebook. 21-15, 5:05 to play in the first half. Now Frederick will bring it up, picked up by Caden at half court. Nick Frederick going left side. Trying to go baseline. Floats one, not going to go. Schreckenthaler with the rebound and draws the foul. Got clipped on the noggin. I think they're going to get Anderson for this. Nope, Joey Gilliland. Just the third against them. Now Gilliland will come out. Simmons will come in. Who's coming in? 21, Jake Miller. Simmons and Mueller in. So they go to a smaller lineup. Simmons drops back to play the wing on the defense. He's on one wing, Zachary on the other. Swinging around to Houston, up top to Caden. 4:40 to play in the first half. Now Ogden going baseline again, looking, gets the shot off, can't drop. Schrock with the putback. 6 points for Big Jake. Silver Eagles inching back to within 4, 21-17, 4:25 to play in the first half. This is Frederick. Hand off to Zachary, a loop around the top of the circle. Guarded by Tomei. Now in the switch, Jake gets him. Brinkman in from the right side. Can't get it to drop. Rebound Houston. Houston ahead to Caden on the right. Still in that 2-3 zone. They stick with that no matter what. Tomei dumps it down low. No, we got a foul underneath. Away from the ball. Is that Gilliland? No. Jake Mueller picking up his first foul. Dylan Anderson will come in and Brinkman will sit down. Silver Eagles inbounding under their own basket. It's Tomei doing the honors. Ogden, right side, or left side, excuse me, who tried to drive baseline. They block it off, up to Caden on top, swinging around to the left, to the right to Henry, back up top to Caden. Left elbow, Tomei, up top to Caden. Houston in the right corner, thought about the three, now he throws it away. Zachary with the steal. Zachary lays it up and in. Zachary is killing us just on transition. That kid doesn't miss when they're all layups. 23-17. They loop it in for Ogden inside. Knocked away by Zachary. MG ball under their own basket. They had Schreckenthaler up high, Zach and Ogden down low, and Jake, of course, drew all the attention. Now Houston will sit down and Sam Hepp will come in. Silver Eagles maintaining that big height advantage. In fact, growing a little with Sam. They go inbound to Caden and blocked by Zachary, and they're going to call a foul against him. That's his second. Nope. They call it on Mueller again. I didn't see that. I didn't see him anywhere near it. Now Caden to the line for the first time this afternoon. Makes his first. Now Ogden will sit down and Max Nelson will come in. Anderson will come in and Mueller will sit down. Caden's second free throw coming up. Missing that one. Jake fighting for the rebound. Who comes up with it? And they're going to say Anderson knocked it off of Caden. 23-18, Caden with 3 points after that free throw. Zachary's got all but 7 of their points by my figuring. Hepp comes up with the steal. Ahead to Caden. Caden in from the right side, back to Tomei. Tomei lays it up, can't get it to drop. Rebound. Falcons quickly ahead to Zachary. He saves it from going out of bounds to Brinkman, and Brinkman walked with it. Boy, they had a golden opportunity there. They had a 2-on-1 break, and Brinkman couldn't control his happy feet. 23-18, Silver Eagles down by 5, just under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Caden Nelson walking up for the Silver Eagles, runs into the 2-3 zone. Tomei on the left side, looking to get out of trouble, lost the ball to Brinkman. Hands off to Anderson, ahead to Frederick, and he'll dribble it across for the Falcons. Picked up by Caden Nelson, top of the key. Now we try to drive in the right side. Jake was in his way. He gets the basket, and I'm afraid that's going to be a foul on Big Jake. Nick Frederick's first points of the afternoon. Jake's second foul, that's not good. So he will sit down, and Alec Ogden will come back in. 2:36 to play in the half, and Frederick will go to the line. Shooting one. It's a 25-18 Central lead. Frederick making the completing the three-point play. 26-18. Silver Eagles down by 8, 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Max to Caden. To Sam Hepp, left side, inside to Tomei, back to Max. 3-ball, no. Off the front of the rim. Zachary with the rebound. He's on the run in a hurry. Nice stutter step there to freeze Tomei, and he goes in for the layup. That guy can fly. Wow. And a timeout called by Coach Z. That Zachary is really something. Let me see. I've got Zachary for 18 points already. His season high is 34 against Kenosha Bradford. He has been just dynamite so far. What did I say, 18 of their 28 points? Yeah, I've got the rest of the team for a 10-point total. And it's 28-18 with 2:10 to play. At halftime, we'll take a short break and then come back and give you a little interesting tidbit or two about Westosha. Where it is, what it is, why it is, and their most famous alumni. Yeah, that's something that's going to have you wondering. That's a trivia question that you can pull on your friends at the bar, if you have friends in the bar, who have passed the bar. All right, 2:10 to play. The Silver Eagles will have the ball right in front of their student section. Hepp inbounding to Max. Max, Caden, Sam, Jimmy, and Alec on the floor for the Silver Eagles. John, Paul, George, and Ringo. This is Hepp between the circles. Right side, Max. Wanted to drive in, found a block, tried again, no. Flip it up top to Jimmy, back to Max. Up high to Caden, back to Max on the right. Max just can't get the shot he wants. Now stolen by Frederick. And he will go in for the layup, and 2 more for the Falcons. Frederick hadn't scored in the first 14 minutes of the game. Now in the last 2, he's put in 5. 30-18. Hepp to Caden, swing it to the right side to Max. They look inside for Tomei, high post, put up the 10-footer, no. Ogden with the rebound, rips it down, puts it back up. 2 more for Alec Ogden. Ogden, their second leading scorer with 4 points. It's a 30-20 game. Let's cut this down single digits at least. Zachary has it taken away by Tomei. Max ahead to Caden. Caden lays it up and in for 2. Caden Nelson with 5 points now. 30-22, 50 seconds to play in the half. Frederick high on the right side. He'll try to drive in, draws a foul. They're going to call it against Caden. That would be his second. Team 6 foul, so we're in the bonus for the next 49 seconds. Houston will come in for Max Nelson. Silver Eagles with that big lineup. Huge height advantage. They inbound to Frederick. 45 seconds to play here in the half. Zachary whips it out to Simmons from the right corner. Oh, and Simmons gets fouled by Ogden. That'll be 3. The shot was long. Yikes. Simmons really took a tumble there too.
Monona Grove foul is on Alec Ogden, his first, team's 7th.
7th team foul, and that'll send Adam Simmons to the line. Simmons scoreless so far. He averages 9.3 a game, and he's their best free throw shooter. He hit 76% so far this season. And they're calling just a 1-and-1, not a three-pointer. Must have been after the shot that they ran into each other. Simmons hits the first. Simmons' second one coming up. Also good. They've hit 4 straight free throws in this game. 32-22, 33 seconds to play. Caden with the ball to Tomei on the right, high right side. Jimmy back to Caden on the left high side. Silver Eagles spread out all 4 corners. Ogden in the middle. They'll let it count down under 20 seconds. Back to Caden. Back to Tomei. Tomei dribbling in the lane a little bit, looking down low. Picked up by Zachary. Who else? To Simmons. Oh, and he missed it. Partially blocked by Ogden. They're going to call goaltending and give Simmons the basket. Ogden got tangled up with somebody in transition there, and the kid went down hard, but no whistle called. Jaden Robinson and Max Nelson in for Ogden and Tomei, so we got 3-pointers in, 34-22. Silver Eagles hoping to cut into that. 5.9 seconds remaining in the half. They give it to Max Nelson. Max will get it across. Jaden picks up the loose ball, throws it up. Oh, off the backboard, and that'll do it at halftime. The Silver Eagles trail the Central Falcons 34-22. We're going to take a short break and be right back with some information about the teams playing and, of course, more basketball. Stay tuned. Now then, I am Steve Martinelli. Welcome back to Oregon High School. Your Silver Eagles trailing the Central Falcons 34-22 at the half. In other action tonight, D2 action, La Crosse Central beating Marshfield 38-27. They hit a buzzer at the half to take that lead. Right now, La Crosse Central enjoying the big lead, as is the Westosha Central Falcons, leading the Silver Eagles 34-22. First half was the Jaden Zachary show. Let me count this up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. No, 18 points for Jaden Zachary. 18 out of their 34 points. Silver Eagles led in scoring by Jake Schrockenthaler in the first half with 6. Caden with 5. 4 for Ogden. 3 apiece for Houston and Nelson. 1 for Sam Hepp. Silver Eagles offense better get on track here. They're going to have a lot of trouble here in this second half. Silver Eagles have played strong second half in both their games here in the playoffs. Or all 3 of their games, I should say, beating Mount Horeb 75-67. They outscored them by 7 in the second half. Against Stoughton, we outscored them by 6. We've dug ourselves a 12-point hole here, so we got a ways back to climb. Well, where's Westosha Central High School, you might ask? There is no town of Westosha in Wisconsin. I'm sorry to break the news to you. It's actually located in the village of Paddock Lake, Wisconsin, near the border of the town of Salem. Draws students from the municipalities of Wheatland, Salem, Brighton, Paris, Paddock Lake, Trevor, New Munster, and Bristol. Parts of Trevor, Wheatland, and Salem are split between Central and the neighboring Wilmot High School, Wilmot Union. So where does Westosha come from? It's a short version of west of Kenosha. Pretty interesting, huh? The school was established in 1952, just a few years before MG was. They are, of course, known as the Falcons, as we've mentioned here, and their song is "Go, You Falcons." That's catchy. And their most notable alumni, Ben Rothwell. Ben Rothwell. And if you're like me, you said, who the heck is Ben Rothwell? Well, it says here he's a professional MMA artist. and current UFC heavyweight. Ah, that's something, isn't it? Central's got an enrollment of just over 1,100, a little bit bigger than MG, not much more. But the biggest number right now is that 12-point lead that they've got. It's not insurmountable, but this is going to be a tough one for the Silver Eagles to come back from. Coach Z, though, able to make adjustments at halftime. Let's see what they do to stop Jaden Zachary. He's been just killing them on both ends of the floor. He's been a defensive whiz. I mean, our guards are getting shut down completely. Caden with just 5. Sam with 1. Max Nelson with a lone 3-pointer. Henry with 3. Thank goodness for Alec Ogden coming in and spelling Jake. Jake with a couple of fouls has 6 points, but he spent some time on the bench. We could use him inside scoring points for us. All right, we're ready to start the second half here. MG finishing their warm-up shots. Falcons ready to get after it already. They will have the ball to start the second half, going from left to right. Full house here at Oregon High School. And like I said, a beautiful facility. Even the ticket takers are polite. The bathrooms are clean. The food is fresh. I highly recommend it. Hey, and in a couple of months, you come out here and watch Special Olympics. They always hold the regional Special Olympics. I always make a trip out here for that, and that's always fun to watch, pretty inspiring. All right, Silver Eagles starting the half. Both teams starting the half with the same 5 they had the first half. Jimmy, Caden, Max, Jake, and Sam. When we get a break, we'll talk about the last time these two teams met. Yes, they have played each other. All right, Frederick working against Caden Nelson. Silver Eagles in a man-to-man. Central's been in a 2-3 zone the whole game, and it's been working for them. I anticipate they'll stick with it. Let's see if Coach Z's dialing up a way to fix that. This is Brinkman up top. Hands off to Zachary. Zachary loves to drive on the right side. There he goes right into the basket. Floats one up. Goes down hard. Misses the shot, though. Contested by Sam. Jimmy gets the rebound. He'll bring it down into the free throw line. Kick it back to Caden. Max in from the right side. Up top to Caden. Swing it to Sam. Back to Caden up high. Silver Eagles really snapping their passes. Jimmy inside to Jake. Jake lost the handle. Zachary picks it up. Ahead to Simmons. Simmons lays it up for 2. Simmons with 4 points in the first half. 2 right now. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be MG ball. All right. Jimmy Tomei will inbound in front of his own bench. That 2-3 zone has really worked. They've got some quick guys who could take advantage of that, and they get out and cover the 3 pretty well. They go up top to Max, back to Jimmy, cross court to Max. 15-footer, drops it in. Max with 5 points now, 36-25. Frederick with the ball, high right side against Caden. Dribbles towards the right corner, stops, looking, letting things get set up. Now dribble to the free throw line, give it to Zachary. Between the circles, guarded by Tomei. Now try to drive, blocked, goes to the right side, picked up by Jake. Back to Frederick to the free throw line. He wanted to shoot it from there, but Tomei was all over him. Back to Zachary on the right. He tries to drive in, blocked, and they're going to get Jake for his 3rd foul. Dang it all. Gosh dang it. We didn't need that, but how else are you going to stop a kid that fast? First foul, they inbound under their own basket. The Falcons with 11-point lead. They get it into Brinkman to Zachary. He lost the handle, picked up by Jake. Quickly ahead to Sam. Sam coming down left, right side, stop. Kick it back to Caden. Caden will drive into the lane and almost get clotheslined by Anderson. Dylan Anderson picking up his 2nd foul. He had 5 points in the first half. And Caden will go to the line, shooting 2. Missing that one. Now, Jake will come out and Ogden will have to come in. So Ogden, Hep, Nelson, and Tomei. We got to get those outside shooters going. Caden hits that one. He's 2 out of 4 from the line. 6 points, tied with Jake for the MG lead, and it's a 10-point Falcon lead over the Silver Eagles. Frederick bringing it up against Caden. Working that right side. Nothing doing there. Tomei fouls Zachary. I thought he was going to come up with the steal there.
Monona Grove foul is on Jimmy.
First foul on Jimmy.
Team
Second team foul. So they will inbound in front of the neutral area between the student sections. Or maybe I should just say the sedate area. It's a full appearance, it looks like. Frederick to Zachary. Nice pass inside to Simmons, and Simmons a turnaround move. Simmons with 4 points in the first half, 4 points in the second half. 15:30 to play, 38-26. It's going to take a good comeback here, but we got the shooters who can do it. Tomei trying to drive in from the right side, kicks it back to Caden. Max is open. They go up, back door to Jimmy, out to Caden on the right side. He drives in, floats one up for 2, and the foul. Caden doing his own version of Zachary. See who we get the foul on. Cooper Brinkman, his first. Now Houston will come in and Max Nelson will take a seat. Caden to the line to cut this down to single digits. It's 38-28, 15-11 to play. Caden 2 for 4 from the line, 3 for 5 now. 38-29. This is still doable, folks. There's still 15 minutes to play. Anderson to Zachary to Simmons in the left corner, back to Anderson, and he gets it to drop. Made a nice move, passed it to Zachary and took off for the basket, and they got it to him just in time. Tomei now from the right side, would drive in, kick it out to Henry on top. Thought about the 3, loops it over to Ogden, trying to go baseline. Needs some help right into the hands of Simmons, and Simmons gets axed by Houston. Henry taking a swipe at the ball, knocked down Simmons. Second on Henry, team third, so the fouls piling up quick. Jake will come in with 3 fouls. Alec Ogden will take a seat. 40-29, back to that double digit, and in fact an 11-point lead for the Falcons, and they have the ball. 14:35 to play in the game. Silver Eagles got to dig deep here. Simmons against Houston, up high to Anderson. This is Zachary, up top to Frederick. Frederick trying to drive, path blocked. Nice pass into Brinkman, and a foul. I think this is going to be the 4th on Jake. No, on Houston. Henry picks up his 3rd pretty quick here. Oh, Cooper Brinkman shooting 2. He is scoreless. Not anymore. Dang, when am I going to learn to quit doing that? Brinkman, a 68% free throw shooter, hitting his first. He averages almost 11 points a game, so it's unusual to see him scoreless in the first half. He throws in the second free throw, 42-29. Excuse me. Come on, guys, let's go. Caden with the ball. Into the teeth of that 2-3 zone. They have been just killing us with that. It has created a lot of turnovers tonight. Caden to the right side is Jimmy Tomei. He's going to dribble towards the center circle, throws it off Frederick's leg. He tried to do a little wraparound pass to Caden, and Frederick got his leg in the way. Ain't nothing but a chicken wing. 13:56 to play. Houston inside for Jake. No. Tipped and recovered by Frederick of the Falcons. Tell you, Falcons are a talented bunch. They're undersized compared to MG, but they can move and play defense, and they don't miss those baskets on transition. Frederick. Into Brinkman for an easy 2. Brinkman with 4 points in the last minute. It's a 44-29 Falcon lead. Stolen by Simmons this time. He'll take it up, lay it up, and count it up. 6 points for Simmons in the second half. A timeout called, 46-29. The Falcons have taken the lead over the Silver Eagles. 13-19 to play. My goodness. We got to figure out a way to quit throwing the ball away. These guys are getting just too many points off the transition. I don't think Simmons or Zachary's had to hit a jump shot yet. In fact, I take that back. Zachary's hit a 3 and Anderson's hit a 3. Other than that, almost all their points have come from in the paint. Wow, 13-19 to play and a 17-point lead. We got it down to 9 at one point. Central Falcons showing why they're one of the better teams in the state, why they've made it this far. We need some teams to step up. I mentioned in the other bracket, it's across Central over Marshfield. The other games going on later tonight are Kaukauna, the Galloping Ghosts against Nicolay, and then Milwaukee, Washington taking on Pewaukee. Max Nelson will come in for the Silver Eagles, and let's see. It appears Henry Houston will take a seat. 13-15 to play, down by 17. Silver Eagles can score points in a hurry. We just got to get some shots to drop and some passes to not get stolen. Tomei, a foul called against the Falcons. Who do they get? Zachary? Yeah, second foul on Zachary. Now, non-shooting foul, so Max will inbound it way up high, stolen by Zachary into the hands of Frederick. Frederick will lay it up. Those guys never miss a free throw. Nick Frederick has 7 points now. 48-29, cross-court pass to Max. To Tomei into the lane. Jimmy forces it up, in and out. Rebound Simmons. Ahead to Frederick. Frederick on the run. He'll pull back now as MG had the numbers on that break. They're starting to anticipate these guys stealing the ball. Simmons in from the left side. He floats one up and in. Simmons, a quiet first half with only 4 points. He's hit 8 already. We're not even 6 minutes into the second. Caden to Max. Up top to Caden. A long 3. Off the back of the rim. Rebound Frederick. Frederick on the run looking for Zachary. No, he'll take it himself, put it up. He missed that one. Ball slapped. Anderson comes up with it, forces it up, doesn't get the basket, but draws a foul. And he'll go to the line for 2. Ooh. Jimmy Tomei. I thought they were signaling 33. So Dylan Anderson with 8 points. Will go to the line and shoot 7 points. There, missed that one. That's their first free throw miss. They had hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight before that. Dylan Anderson, a 6'3" junior. Makes that one. 50-29. Caden will bring it across, 12:05 to play in the game. Max back to Caden up high. They loop one to Jake. He has to step out to get some room to move. Wraparound pass to Tomei. Can't go baseline. Give it to Hep for 3. Off the front of the rim. Silver Eagles have gone cold. Frederick on the run. Up the left side, crossing over to the right. No, stop between the circles. Looking inside for Brinkman. Brinkman, nothing doing. Rebound, Shrek. No, Tomei. He's on the run. He goes down low. Caden for 3, no, in and out. Rebound, Brinkman, ahead to Zachary. Tipped, Zachary gets the easy basket. Zachary's first points of the second half, but it makes it a 53-29 lead. Now Caden tries to bull his way past Anderson, or Brinkman, nothing doing there. Up top now to Max, he'll give it back to Caden, back to Max for 3. In and out again, they're just barely missing some of these. Rebound, Central. Under 11 minutes to play. 14-point Central lead, 53-29. Frederick to the free throw line. Timeout called. Woo, baby. This is not going well for the Silver Eagles. What had been a dream season so far, a 24-1 record with only that loss to Stoughton as a blemish. They're getting it handed to them tonight. Boy, what can you say? The Silver Eagles aren't hitting their shots, but the Falcons are doing a lot to disrupt it. That 2-3 zone is just killing us. I don't know if that's a result of scouting or if that's the way they played all year, but between Simmons and Zachary and Frederick, those guards are just disrupting our offense, stealing, getting a lot of points off transition. Anderson and Brinkman move well. They're both post players. They're not outside shooters by any means, but they're doing their job. They're getting the rebounds when they have to. Anthony Ellis-Crail on the floor, his first appearance, with Max, Caden, Sam, and Jake. Anthony with those brightly colored shoes. Love those things. All the kids are going to be wearing them soon. I can sense it. Inbound to Brinkman. He'll dribble it out. Give it to Zachary. Zachary wanted to go that right side again. Runs into Ellis-Crail. Now we go Simmons on the left. He'll try to come back to the right. Picked up by Ellis-Crail. He'll give it off to Zachary. Looking inside for Brinkman. Blocked by Jake. Jake's not going down without a fight. 53-29, 10-15 to play in the game. Max for three. Off the back of the rim. Rebound tipped. Pulled in by Sam Hepp. Back up top to Max. Out to Caden on the left side. He dribbles in. No basket, but he draws the foul. They'll call this against Anderson. Anderson called for his third. Caden to the line where he's 3 out of 5. 53-29. Let's get some points here, boys. There's one. That's 10 points for Caden. Henry Houston in for Max Nelson. Max missing a couple threes there. He hit one in the first half. Having a hard time here in the second half getting going. Caden makes the second free throw. It's 53-31. Frederick working against Caden. Caden slipped. I don't know what happened there. Got tangled up. Frederick still on his feet though. Simmons, they swing it around to Zachary. He'll try to drive against Ellis-Crail. Spin move, lost the ball, picked up by Sam, or by Henry. Ref's letting some stuff get away. This is Caden. Back to Shrek, up high. Back to Caden, left, right side. High on the right to Hepp. Skip pass to Henry on the left. And he throws it into the second row. Silver Eagles a little momentum, and then they have a turnover. Whether it's forced or unforced, it's just killing them tonight. A 12-point, excuse me, that's a 22-point lead, isn't it? 53-31. Maths aren't so great. Foul on Caden Nelson. That's Caden's third. So Caden, Henry, and Jake each with 3 fouls apiece. Only Dylan Anderson with 3 fouls on the other side of the ledger. 9:20 to play in this one. The Falcons with the ball and the big lead, 53-31. Zachary to Frederick. Brinkman at the free throw line, back up high to Frederick. Guarded by Henry Houston. He goes between the circles. Tries to drive right side now. Blocked by Shrek. Knocked out of bounds. It's Falcon ball. Jake playing with vigor. Now Ellis-Crail will come out and Ogden will come in. So again, Caden Nelson, the only guy under 6'4" in the Silver Eagle lineup as they pack the lane for the inbound pass. Get it out to Zachary. Jaden Zachary is having a spectacular game, both ends of the court. He throws it left side to Frederick. Simmons, top of the key, guarded by Houston. He'll circle around to the right, try to drive the baseline. And they're going to call the foul on Henry Houston, his fourth on the wrist. It's going to put us in the bonus pretty quick here, isn't it? I think that's our sixth. No, that one put us in, or we were over already.
Now in for Monona Grove, Max Nelson.
Max Nelson will come in for Henry Houston.
Shooting 1 and 1.
Adam Simmons shooting the 1 and 1. Making the first one. He's got a second one coming up here. So that makes it 54-31 with 8:33 to play. Simmons' second one. Nope, they wave it off. Line violation by the Falcons. So a little bit of a break there. Still a 23-point lead, 8.5 minutes to play. Silver Eagles have the work cut out for them. I'm calling for barrage of threes. Max trying to drive from the right side, floats it up. Not gonna drop. Oh man, rebound Zachary. Frederick will bring it up for the Falcons. Frederick thought about going right side, hands off to Zachary on the right, who dribbles between the circles. Now we'll give it to Simmons up top. Simmons, he'll come in from the right. All the way underneath, over to Zachary on the left side. Brinkman down the middle of things, floats one up. Leaner for two. Brinkman with just 2 points in the first half. He's got 6 for the game now. Schreck inside for Ogden. Alec loses it out of bounds. No, they're going to say Brinkman touched it last. It's MG ball, 56-31. Silver Eagles have been outscored 22-9 here in the second half. We needed to reverse that. Inbound pass up high to Caden Nelson. 7:40 to play. Jake from the free throw line, no. Rebound Brinkman. See, I like when Jake steps out. It makes them extend their defense, but it doesn't leave us much height underneath the rebound. Everybody's standing around on the outside hoping to pop one in. Swinging around, 3 ball by Brinkman. Nailed it. Brinkman isn't an impressive looking kid. He's 6'4", but he's a string bean. But he's shown that he can shoot the ball. 59-31, a 28-point lead for the Falcons. My goodness. All right, let's talk about the last time these two teams played. Maybe that'll change our success here. The day was December 27th, 2012. As part of the Elkhorn tournament, the championship game in the Elkhorn tournament, the Silver Eagles took on Westosha Central and laid it to them 52-45. Leading scorers for the Silver Eagles in that game. Here's some names from the past for you. Mark Nelson Jr., I believe that's Max's brother. Marcus Goff, you remember, he's related to a famous Goff. Bo, bullwhip, not you. 8 points for Brett Percy. Of course, you heard of him. Jake Monty, he was a good ball player. Tyler Blang, yeah, he played some ball here. Ben Crawford, remember him? Montez Jones. Nate Hepp. Isn't there a little Hepp that plays? Yeah, they don't call Sam so little anymore. Well, some of these kids, their high school career is going to end in 7 minutes and 16 seconds unless they get something in gear. Silver Eagles trailed big time, 59-31. Yikes. They do have the ball coming out of the timeout. Max Nelson will inbound to Caden. Maybe the last time these two play together unless we can get something going here. Caden to Max, swinging into the corner to Jimmy. Left side inside to Jake, and Jake pounds it in for 2. 8 for the big man. Jake came into the game needing 32 points to pass Dale Baum, or to tie Dale Baum for the second place all-time in school history scoring, for boys anyways. Frederick trying to go baseline, does go baseline all the way around. Now inside to Simmons on a backdoor pass. Nobody paid attention to the backside. Simmons snuck in for an easy layup and 2 points, 61-33. Hepp inside for Jake, kick it out to Caden for 3, no. Tipped by Sam. Frederick and Max tie things up, and I believe this is going to go to the Falcons. Simmons with 4 points in the first half, 11 in the second half. Oh, they whistle Max for the foul. Silver Eagles' frustration starting to show a little bit. Frederick at the line, shooting 1 and 1. He's got 7 points so far and a chance to add a couple more. Clangs that one, rebound Shrek. Tomei in from the right, floats it up, nothing, no foul called. Players all over the floor. Zachary with the rebound, on the run, a little behind the back action. Backdoor pass to Anderson, out to Brinkman, swing it up high to Frederick. Guarded by Tomei on the left. He'll try and drive now. Runs into Shrek. Nice wraparound pass to Anderson for 2. Man, these guys are running like a Swiss watch. 63-33, under 6 minutes to play now. Caden to Jimmy, to Max, to Hep from the corner. Drives the baseline and scores 2. Sam Hep with just 3 points in this one. He averages about 10 more than that, so maybe he'll light it up in the next 5.5 minutes. Simmons up top. And a foul called. No, a timeout called by the Falcons. 5:28 to play, 63-35. Well, we got it under 30. We got 5:28 to play, though, so Silver Eagles looking for that magic combination. Oh, goodness. You know, you're hoping to see a good game here. You'd hate to go out on the wrong end of a nearly 30-point victory by the other guys. Hey, I think I see Coach Andy Whitty's dad in the stands across the way there. Andy, of course, one of the all-time Silver Eagles scoring leaders. His brother Dave, currently 6th all-time. Right behind one of my favorites, Dick Patterson. You've heard me mention him with great reverence. Frederick inside Brinkman for 2. What are we doing on defense there? They have totally discombobulated us. See, and now Zachary with another steal. Nice pass inside to Anderson for 2. Boy, right now I gotta think Westosha Central's the favorite to win D2 at state. 67-35. They swing it around left side to Jimmy. Down low for Jake. Jake for 2. Nice, we got answer. Jake into double figures yet again. He's been in double figures every game this season. Mr. Consistency. Now a blocking foul called on Jimmy Tomei. He gets up slowly right in front of us. I feel for him. It's his 3rd foul. And that'll send Zachary to the line for a 1 and 1. 4:49 to play, 67-37. Jaden Zachary, boy, this guy has eaten us up today. Him, Simmons, Anderson, Brinkman. Of course, Zachary makes the free throw. He's a 75% free throw shooter. Only Simmons is better on the team. Zachary's 2nd attempt coming up. 69-37 as he swishes that one. 3 in a row from the line he's made. And I've got him for 22 points over his average of 17. Max to Caden up top. Into the hands of Jake, and Jake gets the basket. Ball got tipped by a couple players and was loose right into Jake's hands. All he had to do was turn around and pop it in. 69-39. Zachary brings it across, almost lost the handle on it. Goes down low for Simmons. Jake with the block. Into the hands of Simmons, though, and he'll give it to Frederick up high on the left. Tell you, Simmons and Zachary are a great pair of guards. They both can slash and score, and Frederick just feeds, as he does right there to Brinkman. Over to Simmons, almost lost the handle, picks it up, gives it up top to Zachary. Now Zachary will try to drive. No, stop inside. Brinkman missed it, and Anderson was right there to follow. Jake can't play him too close as he's playing with 4 fouls. Sam Hep for 2. Sam with 5 now, 71-41. Yikes. 3:39 to play. Frederick to the top of the key. Fouled by Max. Oh, no, I don't like that. Third foul on Max Nelson. Frederick to the line. Making his first. Alec Ogden will come in and Sam Hepp will take a seat. Caden will sit down and Jaden Robinson will give him a breather. 72-41, 3:34. Frederick's second free throw, no good. Rebound, Jake. Frederick has 64% free throw shooter. He's 2 out of 4. Now Max misses that one and will get 2 free throws as he was fouled. Dylan Anderson called for his 4th. They don't substitute much. Max at the line, drops that first one in. 6 points for Max. Ellis Crail and Austin Elmer in as the Silver Eagles start bringing some subs in. 3:25 to play, a 72-42 Central lead. Max makes the second one. He'll take a seat. Austin Elmer will come in. Joey Gilliland in for Simmons as both teams starting to sub a little bit. Joey Gilliland getting the MVP chant. He hit a couple of threes in their last playoff game to ice that one. 3:20 to play. Big Jake and Alec out on the floor yet, 2 of our captains. We'll soon see them come off, I imagine. Joey Scalisi taking his warm-ups off. Joey's been hurt a lot of the second half of the season. This is his first time in uniform. Falcons just taking some time off the clock. We're down to 3 minutes to play. Anderson to Frederick. By my count, the starters have played 90% of this game for Central. Frederick hit the deck, not before unloading the pass to Anderson. He gets it back now from Brinkman. And that's a foul, and that'll do it for Jake. Jake Schrockenthaler, one of the leading all-time scorers for Monona Grove, the 3rd leading scorer in boys history. He will take a seat. No, just his 4th? Okay, I had him with one more than that. Frederick hits the free throw. Joey Scalisi, a crowd favorite, will take Jake's spot. And the big guy will sit down. His place in the record book's secure. A big hug from Coach Z. One of the best big men ever to play at Monona Grove. Getting hugs from all the coaches and his teammates. Nick Frederick hits the second one. Really doesn't matter at this point. It's cool that Joey Scalisi's out there as he suffered a season, what could have been a season-ending career, getting a chance to play now here for the last 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Who else? We got Austin Elmer in there, Anthony Ellis Crail, Jaden Robinson, Alec Ogden still on the floor. He'll be coming out soon, I imagine, one of our captains. Better known for his exploits on the football field. He's got the ball there, driving right baseline. Can't get it to drop the putback. No. Rebound Ellis Crail to Scalisi. Back to Ellis Crail. 3-ball. Anthony. Yeah, baby. All seniors on the floor for the Silver Eagles. They'll probably let Ogden finish out, being as he's one of the last seniors. Foul called.
Now in for Central, John Markwensky.
Who's this? John Markwensky in for Central. All sorts of goobers in there that we don't know or care about. Jaden will bring it up for the Silver Eagles. To Joey, to Anthony. To Austin Elmer, back to Anthony. Up top to Joey. This is Jaden. High on the left side. Inside for Ogden. Jaden, he'll take the three off front of the rim. Rebound, Joey Scalisi. Crowd cheers every time Joey does anything. Got the ball back, puts up the three. No, miss for Joey. We're down to 1:20 to play. Ogden gets the steal ahead to Ellis Crail. Anthony for two more. Anthony off the best. 5 points here in the waning moments of this loss. Ogden with the steal, the put in. Alec Ogden with 6 points. Falcons get it in, and right away a foul called on Jaden Robinson. Minute to play. Jaden's first foul. 74-50. The Silver Eagles will lose, but
Jaden Robinson is first.
Jaden.
Burzawa at the line, shooting two.
Who is this? Zach Burzawa. Shooting two for the Falcons. Making his first. Burzawa. That's only his 4th free throw of the year. All right. Jaden will sit down. Joey will sit down. Ogden will sit down. Sam Gronsky. Jordan Bishop. Carson Antonson in. Isaac Stinson. Isaac's my man. I want him to score. I want Sam to score too, or maybe all 5 of these guys. 75-50 with a minute to play. This Burzawa hits another one. I think his name is Bazinga. Isaac brings it across to Austin Elmer, high right side to Jordan Bishop in the right elbow. Up high to to Elmer, 3-ball, Austin. Yes, Austin! 76-53, 40 seconds to play. We'll have the trophy presentation as soon as this is over with. I'll run down some of the scoring for the individuals. We're down to 30 seconds. Come on, let Isaac shoot one. Isaac going for the steal. Ref's letting a little, oh, Jordan slapped some guy. Not intentionally, of course. Oh, out of bounds. Silver Eagles will have a chance to score again with 16 seconds left. Henry Houston will come in and Austin Elmer will take a seat. Well, I got to hand it to Central Falcons. They outplayed the Silver Eagles in every aspect tonight. This is a finely tuned team, and I tell you, they got my vote for one of the favorites in the D2 tournament. Gronsky back to Houston, to Antonson. Inside to Gronsky. Shoot it, Sam. Yes, Sam Gronsky for 2. And that does it. The Silver Eagles fall to the Westosha Central Falcons 76-55, despite the buzzer beater by Sam Gronsky. A 21-point loss. It was as much as 30 at one point, as the Silver Eagles really never had an answer for the Falcons. Falcons all over them, both ends of the court. Hey, there's Mark Zwart, speaking of celebrities, one of the MG greats. With his son Alex, another MG All-Star. 76-55, the season comes to the end for the seniors from Monona Grove. Joey Scalisi, Adam Ogden, Jaden Robinson, Max Nelson, Jimmy Tomei, Anthony Ellis Crail, Austin Elmer, and the leading scorer, the third leading scorer all time for the MG boys, Jake Schrockenthaler. Jake with 12 points. Austin Elmer hit a 3. 5 points for Anthony Ellis Crail, 2 for Sam Gronsky, 7 for Max Nelson, 3 for Henry Houston, 5 for Sam Hepp, 6 for Alec Ogden, Caden Nelson with 11. They just had nothing doing with between Zachary and Simmons on the floor for Westosha. Zachary and Simmons just killed them. We're going to have trophy presentation, first medals for both these teams for a fine, hard-fought game. This was a battle from start to finish, and I hate to say it because I am a Silver Eagle fan through and through, but they outplayed us this afternoon. This is a team that deserves to go to the state tournament. I thought MG was loaded. These guys, despite having only one guy as tall as 6'4", they took it to us the whole game, and it was speed, it was passing, it was defense, it was teamwork. I mean, Simmons and Zachary are fast guys, and they had steal after steal and really couldn't do much with it. Silver Eagles graceful in defeat. They're standing awaiting their trophies. We'll give it just another minute or two here before we end our broadcast, because I hate to say goodbye to these guys. This is a nice bunch of ball players, and we're looking at one of the all-time greats here in Jake Schrockenthaler. Let's see. I had Jake for 12 points. That gives him 1,136 for his career, trailing only Eric Holmgren and Dale Baum. Coach Z will accept the second place. Now all the players come out to accept their medal for the sectionals. Caden Nelson, Joey Scalisi, one of our seniors. Alec Ogden, one of our seniors and a captain. Sam Hepp, a junior. We'll see Sam and Caden next year, you betcha. Henry Houston, also just a junior. I look forward to seeing him mature another year. He's going to be dynamite. We're going to have a big three again with Houston, Caden, and Hepp. Kyle Nett injured a lot of the season, but he's a junior too. He'll be good. Jaden Robinson, a senior, standout football player. Isaac Stinson, just a junior, so we may see him again next year. Another one of our captains, Max Nelson, the graduating senior. Hate to say goodbye to him. Junior Sam Gronsky, making that basket at the buzzer. Jimmy Tomei, our best defensive player, and a senior. Anthony Ellis Crail, one of our seniors, had 5 points tonight. Jordan Bishop, a junior. He'll be our quarterback next fall, probably. Number 33, the big man, Jake Schrockenthaler, one of the all-time greats. Carson Antonsen, also just a junior. And our final senior, number 42, Austin Elmer. A great effort on behalf of the Silver Eagles. Well, we're going to cut out right here because, honestly, we're not watching it for the Falcons, are we, folks? Thank you so much for watching all season. I'm Steve Martinelli. This has been Monona Grove Creative Video and WVMO, the voice of Monona, bringing you Silver Eagle. Thanks to Paul in the studio and Justin sitting beside me, making sure I don't screw things up. This has been a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll be back to do some baseball this spring. Practice starts on the 19th. Thank you so much for listening. Steve Martinelli, I'm out.